Drawing mechs can feel incredibly complicated, especially when you're a beginner. You have to think about the perspective, design, function, logic, anatomy, machinery, joints. Oof, that's a lot. And because of that, it's really easy to get confused and not knowing where to start. But you don't have to figure everything out at once. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 simple rules which I use to design and draw mechs, from the initial idea all the way to adding the final details. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Prashant and I'm a concept artist and also the creator of MatricX add-on. So it's basically 2 add-on, MatricX Pro for applying texture and MatricX Bake to bake the texture map and get a game ready texture. And I'm creating this content because I love 3D and teaching, and also I really enjoy sharing what I've learned with my audience, and hopefully we can learn, grow and create together along the way. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so let's start with the first rule, which is don't be headless, know your concept and idea. So a lot of beginners who coming to concept art would make this mistake is that they don't have a clear understanding of why they make exist and what problem it's solving. So all they just care about is that how it looks, but they don't care about the function and the problem it's solving. So before you're drawing your mech, ask yourself the simple question: what problem is your mech is going to solving and which time period it exists? So if you can able to answer to these 2 questions, your concept is strong and you can able to work with it. You can actually make it very easy by making a military mech, because for a military mech, all you have to do is getting an interesting proportion and then a silhouette, and then you can attach a barrel either in the arm or in the head, wherever you want, and you can call it as it's done. And it's simple, it's easy, and anyone who looks at it would easily understand what it's going to do and why it exists. But if you really want to challenge your skill and if you really want to improve your problem solving skill, make the mech that is non-related to military. So that way you're coming up with some different idea and different solutions. So it will actually makes your design more believable and functional. So you maybe think like, oh, you're saying you don't really have to make a military mech, then why you should adding a gun on this mech? By the way, it's not a gun, it's actually a firefighter mech. So let me just explain the concept here. So this mech is a firefighter mech which helps to suppress the fire. So it will enter to a place where a human can't enter, and then it will scan the place, and then it has a sensor. It will report the situation to a firefighter team, and then it will suppress the fire. And once it can make the place more safe, then the human firefighters can enter into that place. So it's a very simple concept and it's very basic, and I don't know if it's really a good concept, but for me, I just have to come up with some idea. So that's why I did this. And it has a water and the gas agent which is attached to here. So it's not a gun, it actually supplying a water over here. So that's how it's work. So know your concept and then start making your mech. So the second rule is research until you get it. So let me just step out of the firefighter and then start making a new concept. If I'm making a mech that related to farming, I should have to research about how farming works, because I don't know anything about farming. So what I do is I usually spend my time on YouTube, on web article or AI, asking a couple of questions about how farming work and what technology we have right now. And then based on the information, I can able to draw a mech. Because if I have no information about in the field that I'm working with, I can't really able to solve any problem. So for this firefighter mech, I would spend my time on learning about how firefighter team works and what are the equipments they carry and how their lifestyle is going to look like. So everything I want to know about the firefighter, I would just completely read it and know it and then start making the design. So if there is any confusion that happens to your concept, there is high chances that you're lacking in the information. So what you have to do is that you know the concept, then you have to research. Either it's knowing about how the equipments work or how the task is done and how you can able to solve it. So once you can able to answer to this question, it's very easy. And initially it takes time. Initially it feels very confusing, but the more you progress, the better you can come up with ideas and decision. And next, which is the third rule, is experiment with silhouette. So here you can see I got 5 design on my sheet. So each has a different look and different proportion. And I usually try to make this gray silhouettes because it's easy for me to draw in a 3D perspective. I can't really draw in a line art initially because it's tough and I'm not a 2D expert. I don't know nothing about drawing in 2D. I'm very new to this. So to help me to draw in a 3D perspective, I would use this silhouette sketch. So with that, I can able to draw a line art. It's very easy. So what you need to do is you need to draw some mock-up sketch like this and then see which one you like. And if you find something interesting, you can put your full focus on there. I choose this one because I never really done a make with like this animal based proportion. So I choose this one, and also I have interest in this too. So let's see how it goes in the future. But for now, I just choose this one and then I can start making the details. Alright. So one thing I forgot to mention is that the advantage of using a mock-up sketch. So when you're doing a basic art like this, you will get an interesting angle and interesting solution. For example, in this make, you can see it seems like the head is facing slightly down on the left side, but I don't do it with intention. It all done with the accident. So when I'm drawing a make like this, I suddenly feels like, oh, it seems like it's like a head. So why can't I just draw based on that? And then I get this idea. So just like that, when you're drawing with this like a sketch, like a mock-up sketch like this silhouette, you will get a different proportion because since it's a very dark and gray, it's very easy to come up with some different ideas and different solutions. So that is the one advantage I see in drawing this mock-up sketch. And once you've done that, the fourth rule, which is to draw a basic line art. And from this make, I choose this one. And before I do a line art, I will do a basic adjustment on the proportion because this seems a bit weird for me, like this back feels very extra and I don't really like that. So I draw another silhouette to correct the proportion. And once I've done that, I can do a line art. So line art, which may seems like a very difficult initially because you don't know where to add the details, you don't know where to make the shape looks good. So what I usually do is I would look for my Pinterest, I mean like the PureRef board. I collect a few references over here. So when I confused about how am I supposed to make the leg looks functional, I would look this one and I get some idea and I then draw based on that. And you don't really have to look for each detail because initially if you're looking for each detail, it will be very confusing. Just go on your own pace and try to draw something by yourself. And you don't really have to be like 100% functional, mechanical. You just have to create a concept. So once you've done the line art, the next phase is to make it more detailed with intention. So this is very important. So the fourth rule, what we did was we're drawing some basic line art to get that look. And once you get that look, it's time to make it more detailed. So I draw another line art on top of that by setting the opacity to very small like this. And then I draw another layer on top of that like this. And this is gives me more information, like I fix the function, like here's a motor, it will spin in this direction like 360 degree. And I have another one here which is the weight balancing because you don't really rely on this one motor. I also do weight balancing over here, so that way it will carry the weight, so it will balance the weight of this big motor. So that is the things that I fix in the final art. So in the final art, you should have to be more careful with the details and what you did. Like for example, you can see the leg is much more detailed compared to the one. Like if I decrease the opacity and turn off these layers, you can see the legs are much more refined compared to, you can see this leg is less detailed and you don't get much information from this sketch, but this looks even more refined. You don't really have to be like too engineered and mechanical. You just have to get the work done. That's it. And once you've done the line art, we finally polish it with the color. Just a gray paint on top of the layers, and this will give you a nice look. So that's my 5 simple rule which I follow in my workflow to draw 2D concept. And there is actually one single skill that can improve your skill, which is just practice. So don't be like the one who getting all the information but never put in the practice. So just start today. You know the 5 rules. Just do something by yourself, and it's okay if it's messy, if it's not coming out good. The only way it's coming out good is by doing many times and the repetition. So I would like to show you, before I end this video, I would like to show you a small example so that you won't be discouraged when you can't able to design. So this is my mech which I draw initially, which may not looks very detailed, but this is what I done, and it has a very poor mechanism and a poor structure, and the concept and the idea, everything is same. This is the first try and I'm actually happy with it. Then I'd be like, okay, let me just try again. So let me see if there's anything I can see better coming out. So then I designed this one, and at that time I actually really liked this, and I also be planning to make this as a 3D, but only thing that makes me worry about is that the simplicity. It looks very simple and it doesn't really have the information that I need to continue into 3D. So I'm happy with the design. I really like the look, but I'm thinking about, okay, let me just try again. And eventually at the third time I get this one, which I show you in this video. So when each time I doing a mech, I see the major improvement. Maybe if I try to do another mech, it will be better than this one. So yeah, just start it, try messy, try something by yourself and see how much you can able to bring that. And once you can able to draw a mech, put it into practice, and the more you practice, the more better you will get. That's all I want to share. So like and share, and I'll see you in the next one.